Hello students, today we shall going to discuss with reference to the main important features of the process of DNA replication. The process of DNA replication is also designated as mechanism of DNA replication. In a valid terminology, the DNA replication is defined as the process of formation of identical copies of DNA, daughter DNA from the single parent DNA is called DNA replication. It is defined as the process of formation of identical daughter DNA molecules from the parent DNA molecule is called DNA replication. The concept of DNA replication was discovered by Watson and Crick. The DNA replication will take place very precisely in the S phase of the interphase of the cell cycle. S phase of the interphase of the cell cycle. As you already knows that S refers to synthetase phase. During the synthetase phase of the interphase of the cell cycle, the synthesis of daughter DNA will take place very precisely by making use of enzymes. Yes, the DNA replication is a enzyme-mediated biochemical reaction. In addition to this, the semi-conservative type of DNA replication was discovered by Watson and Crick. Qualitatively, it was discovered by J.H. Taylor in the year 1954. In addition to this, qualitatively, the semi-conservative type of DNA replication was discovered by Messerson and Stahl in the year 1958 by using a enteric microorganism called Escherichia coli by using radioisotopes of nitrogen, by using radioisotopes of nitrogen. The qualitative semi-conservative type of DNA replication was discovered by Messerson and Stahl. With reference to the requirements for DNA replication or for the mechanism of DNA replication, it requires the essentiality of four important nucleotides of the DNA. The four important nucleotides of the DNA are namely deoxyadenosine monophosphate, deoxyguanosine monophosphate, deoxycytosine monophosphate, deoxythymidine monophosphate are the four building blocks very essential for the DNA synthesis. In addition to this, without the expenditure of energy, do you expect the phosphorylation process? In order to exhibit the phenomenon of phosphorylation, it requires the essentiality of the universal energy carrier called ATP. In addition to this, in order to mediate various types of enzyme-mediated biochemical reaction, it requires the essentiality of magnesium ions. In addition to this, it requires the essentiality of seven important enzymes, namely helicases, RNA primase, topoisomerase, DNA polymerase 1, 2, 3, and the last important one is DNA ligase are the seven important enzymes very essential for the DNA replication. The first important enzyme is called helicases. It will play a very important role in unwinding of DNA by breaking the hydrogen bond. By breaking the hydrogen bond, particularly at the ORS side, it resulting in the unwinding of DNA helix. For unwinding of DNA helix, it requires the essentiality of helicases. Yes, the enzyme helicases is also designated as unwindase. It is also designated as unwindase. The second important one is said to be the RNA primase. It take part in the synthesis of RNA primer. It take part in the synthesis of RNA primer. In a valid terminology, the RNA primer is defined as the short segment of RNA. The short segment of RNA is called RNA primase. The next important enzyme is called topoisomerase. It is also designated as the enzyme DNA gyrase. It will play a very important role in breaking and in resealing the DNA strands. In breaking and in resealing the DNA strands, it requires the essentiality of DNA gyrase. The fourth important enzyme is called DNA polymerase I enzyme. It is also designated as Kornberg enzyme. It takes part in the removal of RNA primer. In removal of RNA primer from both leading and from the lagging strand, it requires the essentiality of RNA polymerase I enzyme. The next important one is DNA polymerase II. It will play a very important role in rectification or in correcting the wrong nucleotide sequence in the newly synthesized strands. In rectification of wrong nucleotide sequence in the newly synthesized strands, it requires the essentiality of DNA polymerase II enzyme. The next important one is said to be the DNA polymerase III. The DNA polymerase III is said to be the most powerful enzyme on the surface because it takes part in the synthesis of DNA strands. It takes part in the synthesis of DNA strands. The synthesis of DNA strands will always take place from 5' to 3' direction. It will always take part in the synthesis of DNA from 5' to 3' direction. The last important enzyme is called DNA ligase. The enzyme DNA ligase was discovered by one of our Indian proud scientists, Haragovinda Khurana. It is also designated as the molecular glue enzyme. It is also designated as molecular glue enzyme. It will play a very important role in joining the DNA fragments. In joining the DNA fragment, the short segment of DNA is called Okazaki fragments. In joining the Okazaki fragments, it requires the essentiality of DNA ligase enzyme. With reference to the mechanism of DNA replication, just for the study convenience, the mechanism of DNA replication are normally analyzed in 6 headings. The first important one is activation of nucleotides. The second one is unwinding of DNA helix. The third important one is the formation of RNA primer. The fourth one is initiation and elongation of DNA strands. The fifth one is the termination of replication. Termination of replication leads to the formation of daughter DNA molecule. Led to the formation of daughter DNA molecule. The last important one is the formation of daughter DNA strands. Formation of daughter DNA strands are the main important steps involved in the mechanism of DNA replication. As I earlier said, the DNA replication is defined as the process of formation of two identical daughter DNA from the single parent DNA. From the single parent DNA is called DNA replication. The first important step in the mechanism of DNA replication is the activation of nucleotides. In case of DNA, we need the essentiality of 4 important nucleotides of the DNA in order to take part in the synthesis of new strands of DNA. All the nucleotides of the DNA, namely DAMP, DGMP, DCMP and DTMP are activated with the utilization of energy through phosphorylation. Through phosphorylase enzyme, through phosphorylation process by using phosphorylase enzyme with the utilization of ATP, all the four important nucleotides of the DNA are subjected to activation with the utilization of energy. After the activation of nucleotides of the DNA, the unwinding of DNA helix will take place. For the unwinding of DNA helix, we need the essentiality of the first important enzyme called helicases. It is also designated as the enzyme unwindase, particularly on the ORI side or origin of replication. You can find action of the RNA, you can find the action of helicases. In case of prokaryotes, there is only one ORI site. Because of that unique characteristic feature, the prokaryotes are unicellular in nature. But in case of E. coli, you can find the presence of single ORI site. But in case of eukaryotes, you can find the presence of several thousands of ORI sites. Particularly on the ORI site, the action of the enzyme helicases or the enzyme unwindase will play a very important role in removal of weak hydrogen bond between the two strands, resulting in the unwinding of DNA. Once the DNA strands get separated with the help of unwindase, the next important enzyme, topoisomerases, will play a very important role in breaking and in resealing the cut ends of the DNA. It requires the essentiality of topoisomerases. Once the separation of two strands resulting in the formation of inverted Y-shaped structure called replication fork is resulting in the formation of two template strands of DNA are resulted. These template strands will act as a key for the synthesis of complementary DNA. Will play a very important role in the synthesis of complementary DNA. Once the separation of two strands are resulting in the formation of inverted Y-shaped structure called replication fork is formed. The two separated strands will act as a template strand capable of synthesizing new complementary strands of DNA. Synthesis of new complementary strands of DNA. Once the unwinding of DNA, once the template strands are formed, resulting in the formation of RNA primer. For the formation of RNA primer, it requires the essentiality of the enzyme RNA primase. In invalid terminology, the RNA primer is defined as the short segment of RNA. The short segment of RNA is called RNA primer. This process is catalyzed. Once the process of RNA polymerase is formed, it is catalyzed by the next important powerful enzyme called DNA polymerase III enzyme. The DNA polymerase III will very precisely joins to the RNA primer. Resulting in the action of magnesium ions. With the utilization of magnesium ions, the enzyme DNA polymerase III will precisely act on the RNA primer, resulting in the synthesis of complementary DNA strands from 5' to 3' direction. From 5' to 3' direction. In case of formation of RNA primer, with the action of RNA primer, resulting in the synthesis of short segment of RNA. This short segment of RNA is called RNA primer. With the help of RNA primer, it resulting in the action of DNA polymerase enzyme 3. The DNA polymerase 3 will very precisely fit to the or act on the RNA primer with the utilization of magnesium ions, resulting in the synthesis of complementary DNA strands, resulting in the synthesis of complementary DNA strands. Once the formation of RNA primer is resulting in the initiation and in the elongation of DNA strands. In the elongation of DNA strands, the enzyme DNA polymerase III in association of magnesium ions will play a very important role. Nodi, in case of initiation, the DNA nucleotides are now added and they are exposed to the basis of the parent DNA. The DNA strands are exposed to the DNA polymerase III enzyme. DNA polymerase III enzyme. With the utilization of DNA polymerase III and magnesium ion, it take part in the synthesis of continuous strand from 5' to 3' direction, resulting in the formation of leading strand. Opposite to the leading strand, you can find the presence of lagging strand. In case of lagging strand, you can find the presence of many RNA primer, resulting in the formation of short segments of DNA. The short segment of DNA is called Okazaki fragments, discovered by R. Okazaki in the year 1968. R. Okazaki in the year 1968. Once the DNA polymerase III is acted on the template strand, resulting in the synthesis of continuous strand leads to leading strand formation. Opposite to the leading strand, you can find the presence of lagging strand. In the lagging strand, you can find the presence of many RNA primer, resulting in the formation of a discontinuous strand is resulting in the formation of short segments of DNA. The short segment of DNA, the short segment of DNA is called Okazaki fragment, discovered by R. Okazaki. Yes, the DNA replication is called bidirectional in nature. The synthesis of continuous strand will always proceed from free end to the replication fork. The synthesis of lagging strand will always proceed from replication fork to the free end. Yes, the DNA replication is bidirectional in nature. It is anti-parallel in direction, or it is bidirectional replication. Once the continuous and discontinuous strands are resulting in the termination of DNA replication. In order to terminate the DNA replication, it requires the essentiality of DNA polymerase II enzyme. This DNA polymerase II, it take part in the